In this video, what is patriarchy and what clues do we have that patriarchy is an important theme in an Inspector Calls even before the play's action begins? The early 20th century world in which an Inspector Calls is set was heavily patriarchal. This means that society was organised in a way that favoured men over women. So if you're given an exam question on gender, patriarchy is a great place to start. It's difficult to talk about patriarchy in an Inspector Calls without focusing on Mr. Birling. Mr. Birling is a huge presence at the centre of an Inspector Calls. Priestley is using him to deliberately represent a patriarchal system. He's very dominant, particularly during the opening of the play, and this reflects the way that Birling thinks about himself. Oh, just a quick reminder. If you find our video content useful, then like, subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications of new content as it arrives. Right, back to it. Even the cast list, which we only get to see if we read the play script, places Mr. Birling above everyone else. Each of the subsequent family members in the list are then defined by their relationship to him. This is Priestley's way of giving the play's actors a sense of how Mr. Birling sees the world as revolving around himself and naturally his maleness. Of course, it's worth noting when writing about the play that the audience hasn't necessarily seen the script as we do in our GCSEs. Birling is the head of the household, meaning that he is the person in charge of the family as well as the servants. Sybil Birling is actually his social superior, but nevertheless Arthur dominates her as well as his children, at least to begin with. This isn't simply a reflection upon the character of Mr. Birling, but it's a reflection upon the way that men dominated early 20th century society at large. This information and more can be found on page 39 in our Inspector Calls revision guide, which can be purchased on the Twinkle website at the link in the video description. There are also a whole load more Inspector Calls revision videos on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.